Hey, what's going on everybody? Jason here. Welcome to another Zombies perk comparison video. Today, I'd like to compare DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI from Black Ops Cold War and DEADSHOT Dealer from Black Ops 4 to see which perk is better. As with every episode of Zombies perk comparisons, I'd like to start with the basic descriptions of each perk. Let's start with DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI. DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI costs 2,500 to 5,000 points depending on how many perks you have in your game. This perk is best described by its in-game descriptions. Aiming down sight moves to enemy critical location. Remove scope sway. There are 3 upgrades for DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI. Deal 100% more critical damage if an enemy is at full health, increase damage against armor pieces by 50%, and reduce hipfire spread. Moving on to DEADSHOT Dealer, this perk costs 2,000 points normally and 3,000 points on the modifier. DEADSHOT Dealer is best described by its in-game descriptions. Aiming down sight snaps to the enemy's head. Reduced hip spread and recoil when firing. Remove scope sway. The modifier's description reads, gain a damage boost when on a headshot streak. Only applies to primary and secondary weapons. The first and most important factor when comparing 2 perks that are very similar is damage. Which of these 2 perks increases your damage output by itself? For this category, DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI wins. The reason why DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI wins this category is because you don't need to do anything extra when using this perk. And what I mean by that is that with DEADSHOT Dealer, you have to be on a headshot streak in order to have the maximum headshot damage you can deal. Whereas with DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI, the moment you buy the perk, you do maximum damage you can with that perk alone. I know that you have to upgrade the perk with raw Ethereum crystals, but it's a one-time thing. Once you upgrade DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI with the crystals, you don't have to do it again. Plus, dealing 100% more critical damage is crucial when taking down hordes of zombies and even the Megaton. DEADSHOT Dealer does not work on heavy enemies and mini bosses due to the fact that this perk revolves around headshot damage only, while DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI involves overall damage output to all kinds of enemies. Except the Plague Hounds because they don't have any critical spots, but they go down easily anyways. DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI takes the first category. The next category I'd like to talk about is abilities. Which of these 2 perks has the better abilities? Once again, I think DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI wins. While DEADSHOT Dealer technically has more abilities at the base version of it without the modifier equipped, DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI overall has a better skill set. As of right now, headshot damage is the same as critical damage, but in the future I can see Treyarch adding some new enemy types where the critical damage on those enemy types isn't going to be the head. Plus, the extra armor damage that DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI provides can help against the armored zombies. Both of these perks do a really good job at reducing the hipfire spread. However, I think that DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI's hipfire spread is a bit tighter than the one in Black Ops 4 with DEADSHOT Dealer. Lastly, the recoil reduction on DEADSHOT Dealer is barely noticeable, and it's definitely not as useful as some of the other abilities. Guns like the Spitfire and Black Ops 4 are going to have a ton of recoil anyways, even if you've bought DEADSHOT Dealer. Also, DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI doesn't have recoil reduction, and that's because there are a ton of attachments in Black Ops Cold War Zombies for every single weapon that already reduce recoil. So overall, recoil reduction really doesn't matter when comparing these 2 perks. When comparing these perks, they are the most similar in this category. However, DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI edges DEADSHOT Dealer. Finally, I'd like to take a look at necessity. Which of these 2 perks are you most likely going to purchase during your game? Honestly, this is a tie. For both perks, doing more damage is always appreciated. Given that in Black Ops 4 Zombies, the weaponry in Pack-a-Punch feels underpowered, and sometimes you aren't able to upgrade the rarity of your gun in Cold War, having both deadshots is always a big help to output more damage. This is why I think both of these perks tie in this category, because you can use both of these perks very efficiently in any game of zombies that you're playing. I know that in Black Ops 4, the general strategy when going for high rounds is just using a Helion salvo with a different perk such as PhD Slider, but if you don't want to use a rocket launcher or you have a different strategy, using DEADSHOT Dealer is definitely the move. And with all categories of guns being buffed in Black Ops Cold War Zombies, using DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI is definitely a must. So in conclusion, after reviewing the perks and taking a look at their abilities, the winner of this perk comparison is DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI from Black Ops Cold War Zombies. The overall utility of DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI is excellent for efficiency in taking down hordes of zombies as well as special enemies. Personally, I think Treyarch did an excellent job with DEADSHOT in both Black Ops 4 and in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. That is the exact reason why I wanted to make this perk comparison video, because DEADSHOT has been upgraded substantially in both games. I wanted to pin them up against each other to see which one is better. And in the end, with my analysis and my opinion, DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI is the winner. But these are just my thoughts on DEADSHOT DAIQUIRI versus DEADSHOT Dealer. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments. Anyways guys, that's it for this video, and I did hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe if you're a brand new viewer, and don't forget to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as joining my Discord server so you stay up to date with everything that I do. And with that said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night depending on where you are in this crazy world. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys next time.